All right. Hello, everyone. Hi. Thank you so much for being here at the 2021-2022 Provost Student Excellence Awards. Yay. My name is Alana Crosby, and I'm an Assistant Director in Graduate Student Life and Development, or GSLD. I'm one of your hosts for this evening's ceremony, and we're so happy to be able to celebrate with you in person, and for those of you who are joining us virtually, thanks for being here. I'll now pass it over to my co-host.
Hi everyone, my name is Mana Upali and I'm an Administrative Fellow at GSLD and a Master's student at the Higher Post-Secondary Education Program. Thank you all so much for coming today and I'm so thrilled to be here. This is our first time ever hosting this award ceremony both in person and also virtually, and we're going to do our best to make this evening as spectacular as possible. Each year, this award ceremony has a theme, and as you may have guessed, this year we chose garden or nature. Not only is this theme fun and celebrates the beauty of the world, it also allows us to reflect on the seeds you all have planted throughout the year as you found ways to connect with one another and create meaningful change. We hope this award ceremony is one step in thanking you for your tremendous leadership, and there are several guests here with us tonight who did not want to miss out on helping us recognize all the incredible awardees and nominees.
So before we continue this ceremony and our good-natured puns, we have a couple of quick notes. So you're aware tonight's ceremony is being recorded and will be accessible to watch at a later time if you want to send it to loved ones or if you want to watch Mana and I as your wonderful hosts again. Also, while we know our attendings joining us virtually aren't able to see or hear each other, we wanted to make sure you could still be connected and celebrate with each other. So feel free to use the comments section on the side of the YouTube so you can congratulate each other, congratulate award recipients and nominees, and give shout outs.
All right, let's go ahead and kick things off. Joining us officially to start this year's Provost Student Excellence Awards is none other than the Provost herself, Dr. Stephanie Rowley.
All right, well, thank you to Mana and Alana, our amazing hosts for this evening. I am really excited to be here, glad to be hybrid so we can share with everyone online and in person. It's kind of cool to be the provost on the evening of the Provost Student Excellence Awards, so I'm feeling pretty terrific tonight. The theme of this year's award ceremony is garden, as was mentioned, and I can't imagine anything more fitting. It's not only apropos of the blossoming trees, which actually made me think of my allergies, but still the absolute beauty that we see around the city right now. It also describes how I felt this year witnessing everyone coming back to campus and rebuilding that wonderful, colorful, vibrant campus life that we all cherish so much. Witnessing the focused efforts of student leaders to build community connection and a more inclusive environment on campus and watching those efforts bear fruit is really like watching a time-lapse video of a garden coming to life. I've been reflecting a lot on last year and having so many Zoom connections with student leaders, and it's been really wonderful to hear your voices in the hallways and to see you online as well, but it has been really gratifying for me. TC student leaders have been so active this year. You've hosted more than 150 events, including workshops on coping with anxiety, forums on decolonization, department mixers, an American Sign Language workshop, Queer Week, a concert of African folklore music, and so much more. I also feel lucky to benefit from the insights and activism of a student community that's committed to furthering social justice, not just in the world, but also right here at TC. It's been really wonderful. So once a month, I meet with the leaders, the president and I meet with the leaders of the Student Senate, and it has been amazing to see the effort that has gone into reimagining the Student Senate. The Senate has been leading advocacy efforts around access to financial aid, campus safety, auditing the curriculum for diversity, equity, and inclusion, and best practices in advising and registration. They certainly hold our feet to the fire and raise all of the issues that are most important to you. And the garden metaphor, of course, is fitting here too. You're planting seeds that will blossom and benefit TC students for many years to come. I also want to take a moment to recognize the Student Life Ambassador Program, which is new this year. The program encourages first-year TC students to join a cohort led by a Student Life Ambassador who creates opportunities for them to get to know each other, learn about all of the campus resources, and attend outings and events. It's been a great success. The ambassadors have done wonderful work to forge connection and community among their cohorts. Our students are also shown in 2 competitions this year hosted by GSLD. The 3-minute thesis competition, or 3MT, which was new this year, and the dissertation in 5 minutes or less competition, or DI5. Attendees got to experience an overview of the truly interesting and wide-ranging research TC students are doing. The winners were chosen by faculty and included research on healing-centered rememory, access and belonging for immigrant families, early childhood peer mentoring experiences, and more. The winner of the 3MT competition is Yi-Jun Du. Congratulations to Yi-Jun. And the winner of the DI5 competition is Van An Tran. Congratulations, Van. In fact, I would say that you all deserve congratulations. It hasn't been an easy 2 years, and you've gone above and beyond in giving back to your community while also handling so many academic responsibilities. To the student leaders who are graduating, and I am so looking forward to graduation, thank you, and I wish you all the best of luck. To the student leaders who will be with us next year, I look forward to continuing to work with you. Thank you, student leaders, for making TC what it is. We are so grateful for all that you do, and have a wonderful evening and enjoy the celebration.
All right. All right, thank you so much, Provost Rowley, for those kind words. As she mentioned, student leaders this year have made a huge difference at TC. I know in my role at GSLD, I've seen so many students go out of their way to help create meaningful spaces for students to bond during a time when it was extremely hard to, but extremely important to. And this student excellence certainly did not go unnoticed by TC staff and faculty, and here's what members of the TC community had to say when asked, "How have you seen TC students grow this year?"
staff and faculty for highlighting why TC students are excellent and how they have grown since the start of fall 2021. Now, I know for our virtual viewers, there might have been a slight snafu with the video, but don't worry, we will send it to you so you can view it at a later time. Don't worry. This ceremony is one small way for us to appreciate all of the hard work and talent that you all have put into this year. Tonight, we would like to recognize a few outstanding programs, groups, and individuals for enriching the TC experience. Before we present the first award of the evening, we just want to congratulate everyone who was nominated for awards tonight. Everyone who nominated was so deserving. The committee had a really, really hard time deciding who would be our recipients this year. So at this time, I would like to invite all of those who were nominated for an award tonight to please stand if they are able to. And please join me in congratulating everyone who was nominated. Congratulations. All of you who were nominees were presented with a Provost Student Excellence Award pin in honor of your nomination because you all are unbelievably amazing. All right, so on to the presentation of this year's awards. We have some special guests, familiar faces who have been an integral part to both student events and student leadership, who will be helping us present tonight's awards. When your name or group is announced, please come to the stage so that you can get a picture with Provost Rowley and your award. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce Denise Bonetta, Director of Graduate Student Life and Development, to present the first award of the night.
Thanks, Alana. It was Alana's birthday yesterday, by the way, so happy birthday to Alana. She's embarrassed because I tell every single person I see. So hello, everyone. I am so excited to be here with all of you, and congratulations to all of the nominees. I'd like to start off with recognizing the recipients of the Outstanding Community Program Award. This award is given to a student-led program that demonstrated originality, innovation, and creativity. Programs that contributed to the development of intercultural competency and promote social responsibility through engagement in social justice, inclusion, and advocacy. Nominated programs could have been held for the first time this year or could be an annual occurrence. This year, we would like to recognize two programs. The first winner of the 2021-2022 Outstanding Community Program Award is the Paulo Freire Initiative, hosted by a group of TC students from Brazil. The students involved, if they are here, are invited up right now to take their picture with Provost Rowley. So while they take their picture, I'll explain a little bit of what they did. The Paulo Freire Initiative invited communities across the world to participate in debates on social justice, education policy, equity, and advocacy, relating them to the legacy of Paulo Freire. The initiative was led by 4 students at TC who mobilized several stakeholders globally, including TC professors and administration, to make it happen. They are currently involved with other TC students in preparing the other projects in the initiative that will further their and Columbia's community engagement in advocacy, public policy, social justice, and education. Congratulations to all those involved in the Paulo Freire Initiative on this phenomenal event. Perfect. The second winner of the 2021-2022 Outstanding Community Program Award is the Speaking Our Mind Student Decolonization Movements in Diverse Higher Education Contexts, hosted by the African Studies Working Group, the Center for African Education, and the Speaking Our Mind Working Group. ASWG, CAE, and the Working Group, if you're here, please come to the stage. Speaking Our Mind was a first-time initiative that brought together a diverse representation of student activists and their faculty and staff allies from the African continent, the TC community, and the University of Pennsylvania to dialogue directly about the decolonization movement from the student perspective. By including the voices of activists from the African continent who have different histories of racism and colonialism, this program broadened the current discourse on decolonization beyond the local context of the TC community and higher education in the United States to a global comparative nexus. ASWG, CAE, and the Speaking Our Mind working group, you all did such a fantastic job of bringing communities together from across the world. One more time. So, congratulations to both of these programs and the student leaders who organized them. You all have exceeded my expectations. I'd now like to introduce the next presenter, Allison Payne, International Student Coordinator in the Office of International Students and Scholars.
Okay. Thank you, Denise. I'm thrilled to be presenting the winners of the Exemplary Impact Award this evening. The Exemplary Impact Award is presented to a student group who has demonstrated excellence in effectively executing their mission and goals, efficiently engaging and empowering all members, and has successfully created a significant impact on campus life and the TC community. Nominees have gone above and beyond to connect and collaborate with other student groups and organizations, student leaders, and departments at Teachers College and Columbia University. Nominated groups could include student organizations, a coalition, a working group, a book club, and more. This year, we will be recognizing 4 fantastic student groups. The first winner of the 2021-2022 Exemplary Impact Award are the Community Assistants, or CAs, from the Office of Residential Services. Come on up. Okay. The 8-person community assistant team consistently goes above and beyond their responsibilities each and every day. This team prioritizes their communities, not only by being a resource for their residents, but also by being a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on, a community builder, a friend, a mentor, and so much more. Each CA has given their heart to their mission and has made it their mission to turn the residence halls into a home for not only the 700 plus TC students who live here, but also for their partners, children, families, and even pets. They have hosted events to recognize and celebrate different traditions, share stories, create new and lasting friendships, and build TC pride. Thank you, CAs, for your inspiring leadership and efforts. The next winner of the 2021-2022 Exemplary Impact Award is the Organization and Human Development Consulting Club, or Odyssey. Join us. Odyssey, the student organization through the Social Organizational Psychology program, has managed to take the student org to the completely next level with a mentorship program for over 20 students. They've also introduced a Career Boost series, run the cross-university case competition, and more. The student leaders took the foundation of the organization, reinvented it, and bolstered it with the connection of the current students and the alumni, students of similar experience from other schools, and TC students from outside the Social Organizational Psychology program. We are very proud of you, Odyssey, and we're proud of all your accomplishments. Okay. The next group we would like to present the 2021-2022 Exemplary Impact Award to are the Student Life Ambassadors, or SLAs. The Student Life Ambassadors are a talented, knowledgeable, and hardworking team. We still have one more. They are a talent. They are a talented, knowledgeable, and hardworking team who provide TC students with connections, support, and resources during their graduate student experience. Each SLA had a cohort of about 70 students they would connect with through e-newsletters, meetups, office hours, and outings. During this first year of the program, the SLAs went out of their way to provide meaningful and thoughtful programming for those in their cohorts and for all TC students. And they worked incredibly hard to help students connect to their peers and find community during a stressful year as TC returned to campus after being fully virtual last year. So thank you, SLAs, for all your hard work that makes you so deserving of this award. Okay, the final recipients of the 2021-2022 Exemplary Impact Award is the Synapse. The stage is yours. The student leaders of the Synapse have created a space among the biobehavioral science student cohort and within TC in general where community bonds can be made and strengthened while also making scientific conversations accessible. They hosted workshops with interdisciplinary topics such as socioeconomic status and the brain, trauma and the brain, psychedelics and the brain, and artificial intelligence. Additionally, the student leaders were able to create a space at TC in which female scientists and scientists of color, both groups that have traditionally been excluded from scientific conversations and spaces, can take ownership of and engage safely with those spaces and conversations. Congratulations to all those involved in the Synapse for your impressive achievements. Let's give a big congratulations to this year's winning student groups. You are all plantastic. I'd like to now introduce the next presenter, Lema Moliga, Associate Director for Community Development in the Office of Residential Services, who will present the next awards.
All right, well, first I just want to say this is unscripted, but I'm loving the puns, Alana. They're really growing on me. They really are. Second, I just want to say I'm just so honored to be in the presence of all of these amazing student leaders. I'm just really excited to be here, so thank you for having me here. I really do appreciate it. So thank you, Allison, for the introduction. And this year, I just want to go ahead and get started with recognizing the winners of the Shirley Chisholm Trailblazer Award. The Shirley Chisholm Trailblazer Award recognizes students who have made outstanding contributions to the TC community in the spirit of the TC alumna Shirley Chisholm's outstanding legacy. Nominees will have worked hard to enrich the TC student experience as advocates, innovators, and change makers. This award is given to students who exemplify the following quote from Shirley Chisholm: "I have never cared too much for what people say. What I am interested in is what they do." I love it. Wise words. So recipients of this award are provided with a $500 grant in honor of their leadership. So congratulations to everyone who will be receiving it. So this year, we will be recognizing 10 amazing trailblazing student leaders. So without further ado, the first recipient of the 2021-2022 Shirley Chisholm Trailblazer Award is Carol Barrios. Carol, if you're here, feel free to come up. What I wanted to share about Carol is an officer in the TC ASL Club and also serves as the liaison between the TC Club and CU Signs, which is the Columbia University ASL Club. In her role, she organizes and conducts club meetings and events and facilitates collaboration among a variety of clubs and programs, such as the Deaf and Hard of Hearing program, student groups at Columbia and Barnard, and just the wider deaf community here in New York City. Carol is a quiet, unassuming person who recognizes the importance of bringing people together. Her work during this transition, where we've all returned back to campus in regards to programming, has been an enormous and invigorating contribution that she's had. Her goals as a speech-language therapist working to support language-delayed children in New York City are evident in her devotion to her studies, as well as the extra time and effort she puts into her work with the TC ASL Club. Also, like Shirley Chisholm, Carol is a doer and an advocate for the underrepresented. So congratulations, thank you, Carol, for all of your work. We really appreciate it. We will accept it in her honor and make sure that she gets her award. I'd like to next present the 2021-2022 Shirley Chisholm Trailblazer Award to Elliot Huau. Come on up, Elliot. Elliot has always been a student that offices across campus could rely on. From leading the student organization Learn Play to sitting on panels, Elliot is someone that always says yes. Additionally, Elliot took the time, along with 2 other student parents, to share his story as a TC student parent that sparked change and brought forward a donation from the Board of Trustees to implement a staff position focused on student parents. As the president of Learn Play, Elliot has created a place for students to have fun and make friends, while also thinking critically about how games are designed, what people can learn from games, and how people can connect over games. He did this all while being a doctoral student and a parent to 3 little ones. Yes, that definitely deserves an applause. So we just want to thank you so much for all of your tremendous and thoughtful work, Elliot. And in honor of puns, I just want to say, play on, Elliot, play on. Congratulations. The next Shirley Chisholm Trailblazer Award is presented to Iris Hin. Yay! Welcome to the stage, Iris. I'm personally excited also to to announce this award for you. So as a first-generation college graduate, low-income student, navigating higher education has not always been easy, but that has never hindered Iris's ambition in the field. During her time at TC, Iris has held multiple positions, including being a community assistant in the Office of Residential Services, serving on Student Senate, and planning and hosting activities for first-generation students with GSLD. As a community assistant, Iris has been a resource to residents through programming, community development, crisis intervention, and fostering of a living environment that is supportive and productive for all individuals in the residence halls. She has led programming such as Morningside Park Cleanup, a New York City Food Bank letter writing campaign, workshops on sleep hygiene, very important, and also healthy relationships, and also part of ORS's Mid-Autumn Festival program. Your accomplishments are truly outstanding, Iris. I'm personally also very happy to know you. And I just want to congratulate you on this award. I would now like to present the next Shirley Chisholm Trailblazer Award to Isabella De Souza. some things I wanted to share with you regarding Isabella. Isabella has been one of the co-creators and co-organizers of the Paulo Freire Initiative, in addition to working as a Lehman campus ambassador, leading events that provide diverse voices in public issues and improve students' experiences during the pandemic. She organized and hosted several conversations open to the Columbia community with former Brazilian secretaries of education, health, and economy. She was also part of the Language Exchange Bank, teaching Portuguese to fellow students, and the Social Justice Book Club, sharing her perspectives and learning from her peers. We are so proud of you and all of your accomplishments, Isabella. The fifth winner of the Shirley Chisholm Trailblazer Award is Kai Santiago. Kai, come on up. Kai has partnered with many offices and organizations to make an impact at this institution. They have been an active leader in the AAPI Student Circle that was founded in response to the Stop Asian Hate movement. Kai has also hosted a virtual gathering in support of AAPI identifying women and non-gender conforming folks with fellow TC AAPI students. They also serve as the executive chair for the Higher and Post-Secondary Education Association, have been on, that's right, I love that, have been on panels during Admitted Students Day, programming for newly admitted students, performed in drag, wonderful, I want to see that, during GSLD's Creative Showcase, and been paired with peer mentees as a high and post-secondary education peer mentor. Being one of few Filipino-American students on campus, Kai made it their mission to ensure that folks from minoritized identities looking to start or advance their careers in higher education and student affairs were provided a space to remind each other that they belong here at TC. Yes, you do. So thank you so much for all you have done, Kai, and we are so happy to celebrate with you. Congratulations. I'm now going to pass things over to Laura Coleman, Associate Director for Employer Relations in TC Next, to present the final 5 Shirley Chisholm Trailblazer Awards. But before I leave, I just wanted to congratulate you all once again, and just say, not a daisy goes by that we aren't proud of you. Come on, Laura.
Thanks, Lemma. Hi, everyone. I have to echo what Lemma said. This is so exciting. This is one of my favorite parts of the year, and so I feel so lucky to be a part of this and to be honoring all of the students and groups that are here tonight. So let's jump into the next 5 winners of the Shirley Chisholm Trailblazer Award. The next award goes to Kate Genatino. Kate is joining us virtually, so we'll give her a wave up there. A little bit about Kate. She is the president of the Online Nursing Education, or ONE, Executive Committee, and has worked endlessly to advocate for her program. She is an effective and timely communicator with all of the ONE students and TC administrators. Kate organized meetings between the ONE Executive Committee and constituents across campus. She's also organized and led multiple town halls for her entire cohort. She brought forth her advocacy, educator, leadership, and research skills to argue for the program to continue. We are truly appreciative of all your advocacy work at TC, Kate. Congratulations. All right. Our next winner of the Shirley Chisholm Trailblazer Award is Kelly Yukai Huang. Kelly, welcome to the stage. All right. Kelly is the president of the National Art Education Association, a student organization at TC. She has been a unique influencer who focuses on enhancing TC and the greater Columbia community's student experience through art experiences to break down cultural and linguistic barriers. Through these art events, she's committed to improving the exposure of underrepresented groups to art and advocates for equity and diversity. Kelly is committed to promoting equity and diversity in education by lowering barriers to art practice, meeting the needs of students who lack access to art resources, and ensuring that all TC students receive an inclusive art education and professional experience during her presidency. Kelly has truly gone above and beyond, and we want to thank you. And now for the 8th Shirley Chisholm Trailblazer Award winner, Marcella Winter. Marcella is the editor-in-chief for Current Issues in Comparative Education, or CICE, a student-led journal in the International and Comparative Education program. Even though CICE is a well-established student-led journal, she brought it to the next level, introducing developments not only to the publication submission system and visual identity, but also in its academic structure and mission. During Marcella's term as editor-in-chief, the journal has become more diverse, having received submissions from different continents, perspectives, and languages. The executive board, composed of master's and PhD students from various programs at the college, also became more diverse, and today is comprised of students from different backgrounds, academic expertise, and ways of knowing and doing research. Thank you for your commitment, Marcella, to this extremely important work. Congratulations. All right. The next Shirley Chisholm Trailblazer Award is being presented to Nadia Ford. Nadia came to TC determined to ensure that students would constantly be creating an environment where all members of the community are welcome and seen. Specifically, Nadia has hosted events with the African Studies Working Group meant to increase visibility to academics and scholarships on the African continent. Through her work, Nadia helps students gain more information about potential career opportunities on the continent, professional development with the organizations, and helps students create tangible products that organizations can use to further their own missions. Furthermore, as a student leader, Nadia led initiatives that brought alumni to campus from around the world who have a history with activism at TC. By bringing alumni and others to campus to present on topics such as decolonizing higher education, Nadia is bridging the gap between current students and alumni and providing opportunities for TC students to engage in conversations on the values that TC is working to uphold. We are so proud of you for all of your accomplishments, Nadia. Congratulations. All right, the final winner of this year's Shirley Chisholm Trailblazer Award is Neha Pant. Neha is one of the curriculum and teaching senators in TC Student Senate and has actively advocated for the rights of international students through her role. One of the initiatives that Student Senate has been working on this year is advocacy around financial aid. And when Neha learned that TC's Zankel Fellowship was only open to international students in the second year of their program, she took action to change this rule in an effort to make the TC community a more inclusive and equitable one. Because of her efforts in campaigning for international students' rights, the 2022-2023 Zankel Fellowship will be open to first-year international students. Exciting. Your work this past year has been truly inspirational. Congratulations. All right, so I just one more time want to congratulate all of the winners of the 2021-2022 Shirley Chisholm Trailblazer Award. You all really rose to the occasion. And now I'm going to pass things over to Fanny He, Associate Director in the Office of Graduate Student Life and Development, for our final award of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thanks, Laura. Our final award is the prestigious Campbell Award. The Columbia Alumni Association and university trustees present the Campbell Award to a graduating student at each school, including Teachers College, who show exceptional leadership, service, and Columbia spirit. The recipient of this year's Campbell Award for Teachers College is Yuhan Rachel Zhu. Rachel is a thoughtful and impactful leader both at Teachers College and Columbia University. She'll be graduating this May with a Master of Arts in Psychology and Education. In addition to her schoolwork, Rachel is the president of TC's China Society, a peer advocate in the Columbia Health Sexual Violence Response Program, and a member of multiple research labs on campus, including the Global Mental Health Lab. As the TC China Society president, Rachel is very intentional with how she oversees the group. She's an active listener who wants to make sure everyone feels like they can contribute ideas and thoughts, while also being a strategic leader who compromises and pinpoints the ideas that are going to work best for the group based on what she is hearing from the collective. Rachel oversaw the planning of the annual multi-day Education in China conference with speakers from all over the world. When asked why she was choosing to serve as an on-call advocate for the Sexual Violence Response 24/7 Crisis Helpline, Rachel articulated how she was not only hungry for more experience in providing one-on-one direct services to trauma survivors, but also passionate about helping others in her community. This drove Rachel to excel through training and never stop striving to elevate her support skills. During her time with the Global Mental Health Lab, Rachel contributed significantly to several projects that directly impacted underserved populations and was especially helpful to a project on maternal mental health during the COVID-19 pandemic. Rachel's humility and dedication have left a monumental impact on the TC community and embodied the characteristics of a student leader. Congratulations, Rachel. And on behalf of the Division of Student Affairs, we congratulate you on this tremendous accomplishment. And we are so proud of you beyond belief. So LEAF.
All right, thank you. That was awesome. Everyone, please join me in giving another round of applause to all the award recipients. We cannot thank you enough for the time and energy that you have devoted to our community over the past year. We're not we're not kidding with how proud we are, but it's orchid. Okay, anyways, or orchid, but we're proud of this year's winners, nominees, and all student leaders.
Nice. So, before we conclude tonight's ceremony, we wanted to thank all the departments on campus that have helped make all of our student events a success this year. These events would not have been possible without everyone in AVI Catering, the Office of Access and Services for Individuals with Disabilities, Business Services, Facilities, the Office of the Vice President for Diversity and Community Affairs, the Purchasing Team, the TCIT and Media Services Team, and TC Next. Thank you all so much. You are all terrific.
I say orchid one time.
We also wanted to give a special shout out to tonight's virtual ASL interpreters, Mary and Kate, as well as to the ceremony's captionist, Nicole. A huge thank you is due to this year's awards committee, Laura Coleman, Lemma Maliga, and Allison Payne, for all of their help in making this year's ceremony happen. Of course, a thank you to Graduate Student Life and Development, the team for helping out behind the scenes and while also winning an award, taking photos, doing the presentation, doing check-in. The work never stops. And lastly, thanks to Provost Stephanie Roy for her role in ensuring that students are recognized for their incredible initiatives, wisdom, and the change they bring to Teachers College.
And that concludes the 2021-2022 Provost Student Excellence Awards. Thank you so much for a wonderful year and joining us in person and virtually. And for those of you joining us virtually, feel free to continue using the comment section to congratulate each other and say goodbye. For those who are joining us in person, please join us down the hall in Everett Lounge for a reception hosted by Provost Rowley. At the end of the ceremony and before everyone heads out to Everett Lounge, I would like to invite all the winners and nominees to the stage for a group photo with Provost Rowley, and we'll then have all the nominees head over to the reception and get a photo to the awards with Provost Rowley. We'll let you know when you can come up to the stage.
And I'll wrap up by saying that it's been a delight working with everyone, seeing how you all have blossomed and bloomed. Okay, that was the last pun, although I hope they all grown on you. I'm done, I swear. Congratulations to all of you who are graduating, and I'm so looking forward to continuing to work with you if you're returning next year. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you again. All the award recipients and nominees, you can come on up and we'll take a photo of you.
Thank you. And this was fun. I love the fit.